Welcome back to the Armchair Warriors podcast, episode number 6.
Yeah, we're ramming along.
The double hat trick. Today,
same as Connor McDavid's assists last night.
Shut up. We're going to start with the Oilers. You kidding
No,
me?
we're not starting with them. I just wanted to throw that out there.
Face. Shut up, dude. Anyways. Sorry, that was rude.
Go ahead. Take it away. Tell me what we're talking about today.
That was mean. So, today, we're going to start off. It's been a while since we've really touched on the P-Dub. So we're going to start it off with the very first PWHL trade. The rivalry series just wrapped up. We're going to talk about the Beanpot. That ended on Monday. Same with our 2 segments. We're going to hop back into those. And then on the other side of the interview that we have, we're going to be talking about the NHL. And speaking of interviews, Luke, who do we got on the docket today?
We got Red Deer Rebel, Talon Brigley, one of the best killers in the league. He's having a good season.
Native.
Yeah, Sylvan Lake native. I played with him. Not that I want to brag. He was way better than me. Go figures.
We've talked about that way too much this week.
Yeah.
You think if I asked him if he hold on, what did you ask me?
I asked him if I stuck with it.
That's what it was.
Could I have made it? Could I have put up my 12 points? And I'm not going to put him in that situation because
no need to sue him.
He's too nice of a guy to tell me off and
to let you down
put
easy.
me in my place.
That'd be terrible. But anyways, enough of our BS. We're going to hop into the episode. So, like I said, we're going to fire it up with some PWHL. We had our first trade.
Yes.
I think it was 2 days ago. I think it was on the Monday. We're filming this on a Wednesday.
Yep.
So Monday was the first trade. So PWHL Minnesota trades Susanna Tapani and Abby Cook for Sophie Jakes, who goes to Boston, PWHL. So Tapani, really good finish forward. She's been really good at international play. She has 5 points in 9 games with Minnesota. Do I keep reading this wrong? No, she gets traded to Boston. So she gets traded to Boston with Minnesota. So 5 points with Minnesota. And Abby Cook, who is a defenseman for Minnesota, hasn't notched a point yet, but whatever. She's a defenseman. She's locking it up. That's fine. And the return, Sophie Jakes, she was at Ohio State she just got drafted to Boston. She's a 2000 born. So good at Ohio State. She just averaged under a point per game as a defenseman. She also won, which trophy was it? It was the Patty Kazmaier, and that's awarded to the best female hockey or the best UHL. Oh my goodness, the best U.S.-born woman hockey player. I'd assume. Holy moly! In college, I don't know. I didn't really look into it that much, but I know she did win it. So
still prestigious. Those are some big names to move for. No picks involved, just straight up.
Straight up. So they get a pretty good return in Sophie Jake. I don't know if it's Jakes or Jake. I'd have to look it up. I'm sorry. I don't want to ruin our.
Wow, real unprofessional you over here.
I'm sorry. I promise. I know she's really good, and her name is French, and it really throws me off. I'm Canadian, but I'm out west. We don't talk.
Yeah, the mistake that most Canadians speak French is not true. It's lies.
Absolutely lies. But anyways, good trade for both teams, I think. They get their piece over in Boston with Sophie Jake. That's how I'm going to do it now. From the rest of the time, that's how I'm going to do it. She was so good at Ohio State, and obviously you're looking to bolster up your decor and get younger, and I think she's the perfect fit. And Susanna Tapani, she's so good with the Finns, and she was really sick on my Chell team one year. So, but I think this is a relatively big trade for the very first one.
Yeah,
so
a big trade and just a big moment for the league finally.
Yeah.
Or not finally, getting some movement, and it's exciting to watch.
Yeah,
it's exciting to pay attention to.
Yep.
So, but given that we're talking about the PWHL, we'll update you on some standings here coming out of the rivalry series break that we're going to talk about in a bit. Yep. Right now, Montreal is the top of the standings.
Not surprising.
Yeah, no,
Who's on that team? Who's the GOAT?
The GOAT of women's hockey. The future GOAT of women's hockey. Not
Thank
yet.
you.
The future GOAT of women's hockey.
Yep.
Mary-Philippe Poulin.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then in second, Minnesota.
Taylor Heisey.
Yeah. Nothing too surprising there.
No. What?
Never mind. I got it. We're good.
Did you mess something up?
I unplugged it. But
and then we got a bit of a log jam here in the middle.
Yeah, wow. Just the last 4 teams. I mean, Boston's got 2 games in hand with 11 points, so there's a chance that they catch up to Minnesota.
Yeah.
But Toronto and New York also with 11, and then Ottawa with 10.
Also 2 games in hand.
Also with 2 games in hand, so they can make some moves. But, man, it's tight all the way through.
Yeah, like this season is kind of blown by already because it started at the start of January.
Yeah.
They go into playoffs, I think, around the same time as the NHL.
Yeah,
so
there's
the start of April.
15 games left per team.
Yeah, so like we're getting down here to the nitty gritty. I'm really excited to see the PWHL playoffs.
Yeah, I'm excited for that
how
too.
How they do that, so that's going to be really fun.
That, and I love their point system.
Yeah, it's awesome.
Yeah, they do a three points for a win, 2 points for an OT win, 1 point for an OT loss, and 0 points for a loss, which just gets rid of the loser point that the NHL is struggling with.
Boo.
Allows for more movement, and
Yep.
it makes it fairly easy to jump up and down.
Yeah, like if you get hot, you get hot. You're making some progress. So
also want to just talk about how many overtime games there's been this year. I think I counted that 10 out of the 25 games so far have gone to overtime. So when you're going to watch, they're tight games. There's no blowouts, and it's
getting good hockey.
Yeah, but anyways, that's your update on the standing side of things in the PWHL, and then we'll just quickly talk about the stats because your goat is not leading the league in points.
Oh my God, give me a break.
Not that I'm gonna diss her for it because she's got 9, she's in second.
Yeah, I mean,
tied with Ella Shelton, Alina Mueller.
As a D-man, by the way, not a big deal. Ella Shelton.
Oh, I thought you were talking about Mary Fleet.
No,
I was like, there's no way.
that's
no
sick.
way you make that
No,
pull.
9 points is.
But no, yes, as a D-man, that is a very sick pull. Alex Carpenter is leading the league with 11 points. And another Canadian girl, Natalie Spooner. Woo!
Go Canada.
She's got 7 goals. She's leading in the goals category. What are they? Have they named their trophies yet?
I don't know, actually. That I don't. Well, they haven't named their teams yet. So
Yeah, true. Trophies are an afterthought compared to the teams, but I would love to see a Haley Wickenheiser named
100%.
trophy.
There'll be a Haley Wickenheiser trophy, 100%.
Yep. And then save percentage, Elaine Chuley. I don't know how to say your last name. Did I say that right? Elaine Chuley?
Oh my.
That's how I would say it.
I don't know where she's
Anyways,
from.
she's got a 9.62. I don't know how many games she's played, but that's got to be a big reason. And Montreal, she plays on Montreal. That's got to be a big reason in their help. Yeah, Wagon. They also have Anne Renee Desbians, and she's unreal.
She was also sick on my chill team.
Yeah, sick on the Chell team and sick on the rivalry team. We'll move right into that.
All right, yeah, let's do it.
Canada reverse sweeping
God.
the States. Kind of nervous after those first 3 games.
Yeah, like when I wasn't aware of the first couple games. Obviously, they spread them out, right?
Yeah, they started in November 8th, and went all the way up until like the last game was on Sunday.
Sorry, I shouldn't say I wasn't aware of them. I do remember. It just kind of slipped my mind because they did split them up.
And seeing that the Americans won, you go, oh,
yeah,
rats.
you see the Americans when you're like, yes. And then they go up 3-0
Yep.
just before Christmas, and you're like, whoa. And then Canada
Gets their one bounce back.
right before Christmas, and then
Yep.
we get into February, and then they're like, okay, we're back in Canada. Anything can happen in Canada.
Yep. And they tied things up in Canada before moving back to St. Paul, which was Sunday's game. And Canada just routed them.
Oh my goodness. Cleaned up at the Xcel Energy Center.
Yeah. Exciting to add them on the Olympic docket too with the men's teams. Then it just adds for a ton of hockey. Over that whole stretch, you're actually watching hockey. So
We needed a win so bad.
yeah.
Because if the States picked up another W in international play, that would have been 4 straight. So we're back.
We're back now.
Internationally, we're so back.
Yeah. Canada's a wagon again.
Yep. Who led? I just can't remember who led the
I have
the stats in it.
Natalie Spooner and Hillary Knight
right,
both tied
yes.
for 6.
Right.
Yeah. And then
And there was no Marie Philippe Boulan, sadly, in the top 5. I do recall seeing that.
that's all right. That's all right. She's having a heck of a P-Dub season,
Yeah,
and
she's
you know
running
she's
up.
just going to
She was
lead
just-
that team in any
Exactly. She
tournament.
was taking a nice break before getting back. She took her well-deserved break going to play internationally, and now she's gonna come back and rip up the P-Dub. And
Absolutely. She's just going to tear it up.
we're back on track with the goat talk.
Yeah. Sure.
Whatever, dude.
I'm still running Wickenheiser. Not to bring back old news, but anyways. But that's kind of your update on the rivalry series. Canada.
We're back.
We're so
Internationally,
back.
we're back. Feels good to get that one. Get
Then-
that one off the chest.
On to our last little bit of non-NHL related news.
Beanpot.
Kind of NHL related because they are all unreal and future stars. Yep. Beanpot final. Northeastern and BU.
Back to back.
Back to back.
Well done. Northeastern cleans up in I shouldn't say cleans up. They go to overtime.
It was a heater of a game.
And who else?
But the coolest name in hockey.
Gunnar Wolf-Fontaine. Hero in back-to-back games in the Beanpot. Coolest name out there. I'm all about this guy.
Yeah, guy was a dog too. He had 3 points in that final game and a 4-3 win.
He
So
wasn't
that's kind
coming
of
to mess
big.
around.
Yeah, but to beat a BU team that has Tom Willander and Lane Hudson and Macklin Celebrini, and that team's just very good. And
I can't remember what the goalie's name is, but he had some struggles.
yeah,
I think it was 4 on 16 or something like that.
that's not great. I mean, that being said, you got to find a way to win hockey games, and when you have the firepower BU has, they should be able to get it done. But
You'd think so.
they didn't. And then we'll just touch on the bronze quickly. I got it pulled up. That Boston College just absolutely routed Harvard.
Harvard.
Yeah, like 5-0. They're a wagon.
Team's
but
sick.
yeah.
They're very good.
Yeah.
We could really dive into the bean pot, but I feel like we'd be here a while talking about all those guys because there was a lot of skill players.
Yeah, we don't. Yeah, they've got really good teams,
Mhm.
and we don't really need to jump into that. And
No.
that leads into a whole nother segment of just college hockey in general.
We'll get into the college hockey draft stuff when the time comes, but
Yeah.
today is not that day.
No, today we've got a very fun hot topic in the house for you.
Yep.
With the Reba McEntire anthem happening over the weekend with the
It was
Super Bowl.
over.
The over-under bet changed the line from 90.5 to 95.5 right before the game.
Ouch.
And Reba knew all about it.
No, shut
Yes, she did. Did you see the TikTok?
Oh my god.
Dude, she knew about it. I'm telling you, she repeated the last line twice. It's BS.
Last line.
Last word? I don't even remember. I just remember hearing something twice and I thought the TV skipped. But no, that's what pushed it to the over.
It's her rendition of the anthem, dude.
Nope.
Mhm.
Under should have hit.
No, it was always the over.
No.
Yep.
She can't. No, she hits her unders all the time and then runs in and decides that, no, you know what? Now that I know people are betting on it, I'm going to change it up. Crazy. Anyways, talking of
Biggest stage a national anthem can be.
And
She's smacking the over out
she
there.
screws up and sings the last bit twice.
She didn't screw up.
No,
she knew what she was
she
doing.
actually did a really good job.
Yeah, hers was awesome. I was a big fan of
I was
Reba.
quite impressed with Reba.
She's great.
But one that I'm more impressed with, and our true hot topic of the week is the best. Also, we're talking American national anthems here because
yeah.
Canada doesn't really have like an iconic
Sorry, Canada.
anthem moment. But I've
We
always
love
been
you.
a huge fan of the American national anthem, not their international teams.
Is it fair to say it's better than the Canadian national anthem?
I will stand by it. I have always said that the American national anthem is
Okay.
better.
I'm
Yeah.
glad we can agree on that.
Yeah, no, we're good. We're on the same page.
Shout out Canada though. I love living here.
Yeah.
But our anthem's not great.
Our anthem's unreal when we're listening to it after a gold medal win, though.
Yes, different story.
That's about the
Different
only
story.
time that I'm real fired up for our
Yeah.
anthem.
Anyways,
Otherwise,
sorry.
just
Off
an
track.
opinion.
off
Sorry,
track.
way off
Off
track.
track,
But
off
that's
track.
what this segment's for.
Yeah.
The real debate is who had the better all-time Star Spangled Banner rendition. Dylan will be representing a country legend,
Chris Stapleton.
and I will be taking the ever classic Whitney Houston rendition.
Yeah. No. Okay. So
And yep, go ahead, take it away.
before I dive into this, I'm not here to put down Whitney Houston
And me neither with Stapleton.
because hers was awesome, and I loved the entire rendition of it. But I think that Chris Stapleton's, like when we look back on this, Chris Stapleton's is going to be the best compared to Whitney Houston's.
See, and I think you're wrong. Whitney Houston was iconic first.
That's a bad argument because she could become iconic too.
Yeah, but hers is just so classic. When we're playing our shell tourneys, what anthem do we turn on when we salute the New York Giants flag?
That's not fair. That was before the Chris Stapleton one.
Who do we do it to? Who is it?
It's Whitney Houston.
It's Whitney Houston. That's right. She's iconic.
I know she is.
I
She
watched
is. She
I watched
is.
the documentary with my mom,
Okay.
and her singing that national anthem was just unbelievable.
I actually don't know the backstory to it. What was she like? Where was she singing it at?
I have no idea. That was
Was it
behind-
at the Super Bowl, like Chris Stapleton, one of the biggest sporting events in North America?
Oh, I thought you meant like what city? Yes, it was the Super Bowl.
Was it?
Yeah.
Okay. I just wasn't sure.
Oh, dude, I thought you were trying to catch me slacking with like what
No.
city. I'm like, I don't know where it
No,
was
I
30
actually
years ago.
I didn't know where it was.
Nope, it was the Super Bowl. Like we
Okay.
have two Super Bowl anthems.
Okay, that's good
Yeah.
because this was it before my time, our time?
Yeah.
Was it?
Or close. Long before we were true NFL fans.
Okay. Yeah,
Yeah.
that makes sense. But anyways, I'm not here to put down Whitney Houston's. I just think that Chris Stapleton's was it was better vocally, and it was perfect.
I think it was too slow. He's a soulful man, and he hits his notes.
And boy, did he ever.
I think for getting me fired up before a game, I guess there was some guys crying.
We're not American, though.
No, I don't.
It doesn't pull on our
No,
heartstrings.
it still does. I still get fired up.
Do you get, teary-eyed?
No, not teary-eyed. I will be teary-eyed for the Canadian one. As much as I diss it, I will still be teary-eyed before the Canadian one.
Yeah, the Canadian one's it's patriotic. It's I love Canada. And I'm all about Canada.
Yeah.
It's just, there's just something about the American one that's
yeah, no.
Something about it, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know if it's just the lyrics, a little bit more violence in it for us, but.
Violence?
Yeah. It's all about a fight.
Yeah.
Woo!
America. Oh my God. But anyways, at the end of the day,
Yep.
Chris Stapleton's better.
No, Whitney Houston's better. You guys let us know which one you think is better. We would play it if we didn't think we were going to get copyrighted, but
Copyright laws kick arse.
arse. Yeah, they kick some serious arse.
Yeah, they'll get you. They're sneaky.
But
Sneaky copyright laws.
that pretty much concludes our hot topic of the week.
Yeah, I'd love to actually know. I want some other perspectives of this because
It's just been, it's a little single-minded around here. We kind of need some outside perspectives.
I agree. But anyways, that's gonna wrap up our hot topic of the week and kind of wrap up the first half. I think
Yep.
we're gonna kick it over to the interview with Talon.
Yeah.
So yeah, we are gonna get us speaking with Talon right now.
Okay, our next guest was a Bantam AAA Rookie of the Year in 2018-19, drafted 24th overall by Red Deer in 2020, one of the best penalty killers in the Western Hockey League. He scored a goal last night versus the Hitmen from Sylvan Lake, Alberta. Talon Brigley, welcome to the podcast.
Hey, thanks for having me, guys.
Okay, we'll hop right into it. We mentioned that you won Bantam AAA Rookie of the Year, and your dad won it too. Do you kind of want to just talk about what it was like winning that award?
Yeah, I mean, that was a long time ago, but I mean, I didn't really expect to win that award, honestly. I mean, there's a lot of guys that were my age who had a lot better years than I did. I mean, I only had, I think, 30 points that year, and I think some guys had 60, 65 that were my age. And yeah, so it was definitely kind of a surprise to me when we won it. But yeah, it was definitely cool seeing my dad on that same list. Obviously, he was at the very bottom and I was at the very top. So yeah, it was pretty funny to see.
Yeah, we were looking through it the one day, and I scrolled to the bottom and I seen your dad's name. I'm like, oh, that's I don't think anybody's ever done that before.
No, I thought it was pretty cool, but yeah, it's definitely weird.
Yeah, and then we mentioned your dad winning. What was it kind of like growing up with a dad that's played pro hockey and being able to kind of help you out and coach you along the way? Because he coached you and me when we played together when we were way younger, because I wanted to throw that in there. But what was that kind of like having him help you out as you're growing up?
Yeah, I mean, it helps a lot having him have that experience and everything like that. And I mean, getting to watch him play. I mean, I didn't really get to watch him I was pretty young, but living in Europe when he played there, I was pretty young. But just having that background and just knowing that he went through it all and played with some really good players, and he's always trying to help me. And I mean, I probably don't ask him enough for help, but it's because he's my dad and stuff. But probably should more. And I mean, he's helped me a lot through my career. And I mean, that year we played, you know how he is. I mean, pretty fun guy, but
yeah, he has a good time on the trips for sure.
Yeah, he's awesome. But
I'm glad you decided to throw yourself in there. He was pretty excited to do that, but
yeah, I think we actually played on the same line for a while.
Yeah, we did. Yeah, he was way better than me at the time, though. I was not even close.
I remember you're quite the goal scorer. I remember that.
Hey, they threw me in front of the net. I could tip pucks a little bit.
What happened to that?
Yeah, it disappeared. I can't do that in intramurals anymore.
So, anyways, awesome. Back to hockey. We got off on a tangent there. Well, I guess we were talking hockey, but so after you had 2 really good seasons in Bantam, and COVID kind of hit at that time. How did that affect development? Obviously, maybe some injuries were going on at that time. How did that affect you as a person and your career?
Yeah, I mean, it was definitely a really weird time. I mean, going into COVID, kind of ruined our season. We were going in the finals that Banamere, and yeah, just kind of stopped in the semifinals there or whatever it was. I think it was game 5 of our semifinals. We got shut down, but yeah, I think it was definitely really different. I mean, I feel like it definitely stopped everyone's development in their own way. But for me, I think it helped me a little bit just being able to work on myself, and I really try and work on the mental game too. So I feel like that helped me too. And just, I mean, there was no hockey to watch, so just kind of looking back and just knowing the things that I can work on, and having my dad there, knowing what he's been through. And I had a lot of help from Scott Ferguson at the time. He used to come to my house a lot and help me work out when I was younger during that time. So I don't think anyone else was really doing that. So a whole lot to him. And yeah, it was definitely a weird time, but I'm glad we got through it.
Yeah, way to shout out Scott there. Love that guy. Worked out with him for a bit too. And
Yeah.
then you guys actually technically won that Bantam year. You guys got named as champions. But moving on from that, you got drafted in 2020. And what's it kind of like getting drafted to your hometown team?
Yeah. I mean, it was something that I felt like I was expecting, really, but you don't really expect it, but I felt like I was really expecting it just because, like, I'm from here, and I just felt like it was like what was supposed to happen. But when it really did happen, it was definitely like a surreal feeling, like knowing that I was going to play here, and knowing that I grew up watching the Rebels my whole life, and having season tickets all the time and always going to the games. And yeah, and it was definitely like a weird feeling at first, but after playing here a couple of years, it fits in pretty well. It just feels like I'm playing Bantam again and wearing the same jersey for almost 5 years now. So yeah, funny looking down at it.
Yeah, no kidding. And this year, there was at the start of the year, it felt like Red Deer was supposed to be a big team within the WHL, and you guys kind of started slowly. Just kind of talk about how you guys turned it around after Christmas, around Christmas.
Yeah, I think that had a lot to do with our coaching change. I mean, with Steve being leaving us and going to the A, and a couple new assistant coaches, and then Derek Walzer coming in, and he brought a different point of view to the game, and just the systems and stuff. I think a lot of guys weren't really used to it, the way we played, and we're a really hard playing team. We like to hit, play physical, and he really preached D zone this year. So I think it was really different. We were a really offensive team last year, and we want to be again this year, which we've proven to be. We don't score a lot of goals though, but we keep teams off the scoreboard, which is good. So yeah, definitely just system changes were it's probably the biggest thing for us, and finally getting that on track. And I think once we got that on track, guys started getting confidence. Our younger guys started playing really well, and yeah, everything started to click.
Yeah, you guys have been rolling as of late, and big help thanks to your line playing with Ollie Josephson and Kalen Lind. What's it kind of like playing against the top line on every other team's top line? Because in the dub, there's some good players. So how do you handle that night in and night out?
Yeah, I think for us, I mean, we're pretty much told just to shut them down, and our offense will come. So we just try our best to play. We're all really good defensive players, we think, and we try our best to shut them down in the D zone. And we know that when we do that, those guys, those top guys, and all the other teams, they don't really like to play D that much. So they usually turn it over the odd time, and we can get a chance. So yeah, it's always fun though playing against the top lines. I mean, that's what you want to do every night. So yeah.
Yeah, so Luke mentioned you get to play with Ollie and Kalen, obviously. Ollie just got back from the CHL Top Prospects game, not just, but recently. What's it kind of like playing with him? And he's very smooth skater. He's very flowy. What's it kind of like playing with that guy?
Yeah, I mean, he reminds me a lot of McDavid, kind of the way he skates. But I like to tell him that. But yeah, we've grown really close over the past 2 years he's been here, and I mean, I think he makes it really easy for me. Just his ability to skate and move through the neutral zone. He opens up a lot of space for me and Linder, and I mean, him working in the corners, using his speed, makes it really easy for me and Linder to just get the puck on the outside, give it to him driving wherever he wants to go. I mean, he takes it all the time, and yeah, he makes it really easy. And yeah, he's a great guy. I mean, he's pretty much my wingman, I'd say.
Yeah, that's awesome. So we've talked a fair bit about your kind of season so far and what it's like playing for the Rebels at home. What do you kind of do in the off season to kind of keep yourself sharp for the year coming up?
Yeah, I mean, same as every other guy, really, just working out as much as I can. Um, Shooting pucks, skating as much as I can. I skate with Eric Lodge in the summer with Caleb and Cubby, all the guys, and yeah, we have a great time and doing some track work and um, yeah, I switched gyms recently. I was at the Dome for a while, but wasn't really working out for me, so I switched over to the Bulldog facility and that Blackpool setup, and it's been working out pretty good. Last year, I put on some weight, so probably go back in there this year.
Yeah, and obviously you're working out like any hockey player does in the summer, but what else are you getting up to? You getting a job, golfing? What are you doing to pass that time in between the seasons?
Yeah, I mean, Luke would know. I see him at the hockey camp in Sylvan, little on ice instructing, but yeah, that's always fun. I mean, being able to work um, at Everank and teach kids the game. I mean, doesn't get much better than that. I mean, it's a pretty easy job, and that's all you want to do in life. So yeah, and obviously golf and trying to do like the most I can this summer. It's a short off season when if you go deep in the playoffs, so you kind of want to make the most of it and the time you have. So trying to, I mean, going to Banff and stuff, like going up to the mountains, some hiking, getting away from the city a little bit. I mean, I'm here all the time, so I don't get to go anywhere else. So I like to try and get away as much as I can.
Yeah, for sure. You guys got quite the crew at the hockey camp. I'm a retired hockey camp worker.
Oh my God.
I never got on
Oh
ice
yeah,
because I
you're
didn't have the hockey.
retired.
Yeah, I'm trying to make it in the finance world now.
Oh
But
boy.
speaking on kind of want to know, we ask a lot of these guys this question, but who's kind of the funniest guy you've played with?
Huh. Um, I'd have to say Dallin Moline. You know Dallin Moline?
Oh yeah.
I played with him my 16 year. Him and Blake Gustafson, they were probably the two funniest guys I've ever met in my life. Yeah, we would do this thing in the room. It's called Jumpy. We still do it now, but we do it at like 5:50 before the games, and we play like this stupid song. I don't even know how it goes, but it's like this beat song, and we like jump around to it and stuff, and it's pretty stupid, but it's like a warm up at the same time. And they would like role play to like before the beat drop, they would like role play and do like stupid stuff. So like depend who we were playing, but like they'd like come in like he'd like crawl on four legs or something and like pretend he was like a bear, and then Gus would come in with like a hockey stick and like pretend he's a hunter and like go to shoot him and then like hold him up, and then everyone would go nuts, and then the beat drop would hit and we'd start running around and stuff. I don't know. It's like it's hilarious, but yeah, those guys were probably the two funniest guys I've ever met in the room and outside of the rink. They're hilarious, but probably those two.
That's probably one of the better stories, if the first story we've actually ever gotten on the pod. So we appreciate that. That's hilarious.
Yeah, no, it's awesome.
So with the funniest guys, most of the time the funniest guys are the best chirpers or throw out the best chirps. Who's doing that you've ever been around?
Oh, Kalen Lynn's a really good chirper. He likes to run his mouth, but he's always really good at it. He's always yapping at somebody. Say he's a good one, and then I'd say Ryder Korzak played for Moose Jaw.
Mm. Oh yeah.
Him and Jaeger Furcus. Those guys would chirp us so hard, and it'd just be like they're having a conversation with you, but they would just be like humiliating you, and you can't say anything back because they're just like talking to each other, but they're talking about you at the same time, and it's just humiliating, and you just don't know what to say back. You can't
Oh
really
yeah.
say anything back because they're better than me. So
Puts you in a tough situation for sure. So since you kind of got to deal with those older guys, did you kind of have a welcome to the WHL moment that you can really think of or stands out?
um, I don't know. Probably getting actually, I'd say probably getting rocked in my first game. I got hammered, like blown up, like big time, and I didn't play again after that. I played like 2 minutes my first game, and it was on national TV too. It was on
Oh,
TSN,
No. No.
and we are playing
welcome
Calgary,
to
and
the
it was like,
big leagues.
yeah, and I gotten scratched my first 8 games, so I didn't play at all. And then I finally got in the lineup, and I think I played like 2 minutes and 40 seconds the whole game. And I'm cutting through the middle. I get a pass from the D. I turn up right at the red line. I just get my head taken off. They got a penalty though, so I drew a penalty, but I didn't play again after that. And I just remember like thinking like, holy crap, like these guys are big. I just
Yeah,
got blown up.
that
But
is
yeah,
that's a
yeah,
tough one to get thrown into. You get scratched all year. Then they're like, yeah, we're on TSN. Go out there, buddy.
yeah. It was definitely a more nerve wracking game, but
Yeah, no kidding. But I mean, those are some great stories. So do you. That
Yeah,
was
no
awesome. Thank
kidding.
you, Talon. I don't have any more stories. If you got any more you want to throw out
The
there,
floor is yours.
I don't know. I don't think I do, but I'll try and
That's
think. But
fair. You
I
gave
don't
us
know.
enough.
yeah, no, thanks for hopping on, Talon.
Yeah.
Thank you for taking time out of your day on a busy Valentine's Day, I'm
Oh.
sure. But
Yeah, very busy.
yeah, thanks for hopping on, Talon. We'll try and get you on another time.
Yeah, awesome. Sounds good, guys. Thanks for having me.
That was Talon Brigley.
He's always fun to talk to.
Very down to earth fella, hey?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's good. Definitely. And it helps. He's pretty relatively close. That's one of these times we got to sit down with one of these guys, hey?
Yeah, try and get one live in person.
I know. We'll work on that more in the summer.
It's coming. And next week,
Oh, sneak peek.
little sneak peek.
Wow.
We'll be sitting down live with someone.
We'll be sitting down live with maybe a couple people.
Maybe a couple.
I won't be there, but that doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. Anyways,
We're gonna move into the segment that I'm terrible at. It's
Horrible.
becoming well known.
it's
But
so well known. I hate that I have to say it. It's so well known.
yeah. And the more I look at my player, the more nervous I am that Dylan's gonna get it early again. And I really thought this was like a bold pull, but
You'll be fine.
we're gonna move right into the coin flip.
Let's get into the coin toss here.
Yeah. And this coin has been heads heavy, but it seems to just go the opposite of whatever I choose. Yeah, I'm so ready. Tails. Oh, it's so wet. It's so
Tails never failed.
bang. I am gonna go first.
Wow.
I think I want to get it out of the way so I don't feel any pressure when you get it
okay.
fast and then
Okay. Get your timer ready.
oh yeah, my bad.
And here we go. This young man. Do I tell you the years? I always forget. The year he started?
We've been kind of going with the years
To start? Okay.
roughly.
Sounds good. So this young man started his career in the 2009-2010 season with the Philadelphia Flyers. He played there until 2012-2013, where he made his way over to Toronto in 2013-14. And then he played there until 2017-18, where he went back to Philly for 2018-19. And then he played there till 22-23, and now is with the Boston Bruins in 23-24.
I don't even think I have to start my timer.
Do it.
There's James Van Riet's yes, I'm so oh, dude.
deserved
Thank you
one.
for taking one nice and breezy with me.
You deserved one.
Okay, so
You know what's funny is when we go through the list of these, I've picked 3 top 5 picks.
really?
Mm-hmm.
That's kind of bold.
That's kind of embarrassing.
Yeah, no, for me. Yeah,
Yeah.
no, it is. I don't even think I've gotten 3 of them so
That's
far.
okay. That's okay.
But okay,
Wow, I'm
So-
proud of you.
you got to put the. As soon as you said Philly to Toronto, I was like, wait.
I'm
don't
really
do
not that proud of you. He's a second overall pick, but I'm still kind of proud of you.
Hey, thanks, man. I'm gonna take it. Yeah, this guy was not in the top 5. I just want to let you know.
No. All right, I'm ready.
Okay, so this is the tie up. You're trying to push us into overtime here. So, started his career 2005-2006 with the Edmonton Oilers.
Wow.
Yep. Played with the Oilers until the 2008-2009 season, and then went to Minnesota in the offseason. When Minnesota from 2009 to 2015,
Oh.
when he then went to the Blues from 2015 to 2018, so did not win a cup with the Blues. And then back to the Edmonton Oilers for a single season in 2018-19 and retired.
No, he was there way too long. I was gonna say Steen, but I don't think
okay.
he's definitely wasn't. I think he was with the Blues for like his entire career.
Yeah, he was there a while.
Mm-hmm. Can you run me through that list one more time? He
Yep.
was Oiler.
Do you just want teams? No
Oiler
yours?
Mini
Oiler, Mini, Blues, back to Oilers.
in 2019-20.
18-19 was his last season with the Oilers.
I have to get this.
Okay, you got to get it in 3 if you want to push this into overtime. Otherwise, we are chalking up another win for me.
Wow. Okay. Mini, Oiler Mini Blue Oiler.
Yeah.
Oh.
And it was an Oiler, so you know this was Jared's idea.
Oh, he gave you this one. Oh. Wow.
Kind of just.
I don't have a timer going. I'm sorry. I'll give
no
myself 4 minutes. Maybe even less. I'll give myself 3.5.
I think it's a little bold. Just kidding. Yeah,
I'll
three
go
and
for
a half is good.
Okay.
Plus, you got to go first shot anyways.
I know. I have to sit here and think for the next. Oiler, Mini,
Yep.
Blue. And he went from Mini to the Blues when?
During the 2015 off season.
Went to the Blues.
Went from Mini to the Blues.
I was thinking like Dustin Penner, but no, he was on the Kings.
Oh, yeah, come on. I'm done throwing you Kings players.
I know. Is it Devin Dubnyk?
No. I don't mind that pull, but it is not him.
I don't know why I thought of Devin Dubnyk. There was a light in my head that went off, and I'm like, that's right. But as soon as I said it, I'm like, no, that's not right.
No.
On the Blues. Do you mind if I ask you like what position he was? Will it give it away entirely? Because
No.
if so,
I don't think so.
okay.
I'll give it to you.
Okay.
He was a center.
Okay. Yeah, no, that doesn't help that much.
I'm going to be honest, his point totals scream defenseman, but he's a center.
Oh, so he was just a plug too. Nice. So I gave you JVR and I get a plug.
This guy's a decently known player though.
Is it like
He's better than Cody Franzen for
okay.
no ability.
Is it like what's his face? Stewart? Chris Stewart?
No.
I
I don't even know who Chris Stewart is.
How many guesses do I get? Like is it just guess until I'm stumped?
Yeah, pretty much. Guess until you're stumped, and then
Okay, so I
or
still
you
have
surrender a loss and
I
you
still
can
have
just go
2
for
minutes.
the player.
I still have 2 minutes. Oilers Mini to the Blues, back to the Oil as a
sir.
center.
Yep, you got her nailed down now.
And 18-19 was his last season.
Yes, sir.
This is gonna piss me off.
Yep. No, this is going to be a frustrating one. I honestly don't think you should know it, but this is no Matt Duchene.
Oh my god! Like,
Do you want me to throw some more? I can throw some more hints out there that won't help you at all.
Sure.
Just for fun.
sure. I only have a
just to help
minute
some people.
left, so
Okay. He was picked round 7,
oh, sick.
214th overall in the 2003 NHL entry draft.
Oh my god!
Yep. He is 6'2" and
This is
205 pounds.
It's like Theo Peckham.
No. Yeah, he's an old boy.
03? That is. I was just looking at the 03 draft too.
Oh yeah.
I did not
you were
scroll
not
all the
gonna
way to the
scroll
7th
that
round.
far. Not for this player.
And he finished with
I think I'm gonna cash out on a win.
the Oilers in 18-19.
Yep.
And that wouldn't have been Chell 18, so that sucks.
No, he was on the Blues in Chell 18.
Oh, we play with the Blues all
We
the
play with the Blues all the time.
Oh my god, I only have 30 seconds.
Oh no.
Oh.
After the 5 minutes you lose, I'll give you your hints and you can try and
Okay. Wow. This is so
Oh
frustrating.
yeah, we play with the Blues all the time on Chell 18. We've just been playing Chell 18 all the time lately, and we use the Blues a lot because they were kind of good.
Yeah, just give me the hint. Keep going through the hints.
You
I
want the
lost.
hints now?
I lost.
That is another W for
Good
Luke
job.
Hadland. I
Good
love
job,
it.
buddy.
Anyways, this guy is from St. Paul. He is 39 years old.
Mm-hmm.
He played for the Moose Jaw Warriors from 2000 to 2004. Was kind of nasty. Picked up not a lot of points in his first 2 seasons. Then in his 19, 20-year-old seasons, he had 62 and 93 points respectively.
Okay.
Then played with the Edmonton Roadrunners, 2004, 2005 in the A. Then the Iowa Stars for most of the
Edmonton
2005,
Roadrunners.
2006 season.
Uh-huh.
And then I don't know how this happened, but in 2006-07, he played a large chunk of games with the Wilkes-Barre Penguins. Yep, don't know how that works. And he's won no awards. No, he's got 57 playoff games. He's got 917 games, 296 points, 462 PIMs.
How many points?
About 300. He had 9 points in his last season with the Oilers.
I don't know.
Was a career dash player by a mile. You're
I
just gonna surrender, hey? No, this is not an easy one. It was Kyle Brodziak.
It's gonna conclude this segment for this week.
I'm taking a W. You can get out of here. I'm keeping this thing even.
I don't have a lot of words right now, but
My
you've
God,
made this
I'm
game.
speechless.
You made this game way less fun. You're bringing outside sources now to
Dude.
pick your own players. You can't
Kyle-
even win by yourself. You're a fraud. You're a fraud.
Never.
You're a fraud.
I was gonna pick someone way harder than this.
Who was it?
I don't know.
Are you
I hadn't
gonna use
found him
next
yet.
week?
What?
You're
No,
gonna
I
use
was
next
gonna
week?
look. I was gonna look for a player who had 500 games and
You're a
10
fraud.
points.
You're a fraud.
No, I am not a fraud.
You're a
I'm a
fraud.
winner. Winners get stuff done. That's what I've been saying. What can I say?
All right. Well done, pal. Well done.
Thanks. I'm gonna take my win and move. Oh wait, hold on.
What?
I got a sound effect
Oh
here.
my god.
It's gonna work.
uh
Where'd it go?
oh.
Uh-oh. This isn't good. But I only see failure. Oh. Yeah, there we go. Round of applause. Round of applause for me, ladies and gentlemen, for catching a win today.
Oh.
That'll conclude my new favorite segment of the
I'm
week.
so happy this one's over because I want to punch you right now.
You can do that another day, but not today because I won. And speaking of wanting
winners.
to punch someone,
Oh yeah, that's a better transition.
thank you. Morgan Riley got 5 games for just cross-checking Ridley Gregg,
Should have been more.
Brandon Wheat King's legend Ridley Gregg,
Mhm.
straight to the
Throat.
neck area. Yeah. That's not exactly a play that's going to get you a lot less games. I mean, a lot of Leafs fans are salty, but when are the Leafs fans not salty?
Mm-hmm.
So, but Riley picked up 5 games. He did, however,
You peeled.
he appealed.
Mhm.
I don't think it's going to get reversed.
I doubt it.
No, or at least by the time it gets to it, it's going to be, his suspension will be over. But I did see a Leafs fan predict that they're probably going to go 4-1 over this stretch because that's the Leafs and then start losing when Riley comes back.
Probably.
Yeah,
Wouldn't be surprised.
the Leafs are just unpredictable. We don't really know.
Never will.
No. But what do you think about Rockstar? Or not Rockstar.
Rockstar.
It was Rockstar,
So
I think.
Rockstar.
What do you think about Ridley doing that?
I think you hear different opinions from different people.
Yep.
And I think it's rivalry things. Like if you're gonna have a rivalry survive, you better be doing stuff to
Yeah.
make that thing survive.
Battle of Ontario?
Yeah.
Like, that's been
100%.
so boring for the last...
Like I can't even think of the last time I was sitting down to like
Excited.
not to sit down and watch a Leafs.
Never going to
sense
sit
it.
down and
No.
watch the Leafs.
No, not no disrespect to him, but it was just like you turn it on and you finally see something cool happen from
Yeah.
the Battle of Ontario. Like you'll see the Battle of Alberta. It's always chippy. It's always fun.
Yeah,
A
that's
little
good one.
less now that Kachuk's gone and whatnot, but
Yeah.
still,
And
it,
the
it
Flames just stink.
stink. But it's the Battle of Alberta nonetheless, and you just don't see that with the Battle of Ontario. So I'm all about him. Like no harm. Like he didn't do anything wrong. Like
No.
come in, take clapper from the hash marks. Boom, that's sick.
Oh, I think it was awesome. But it deserved a reaction.
100%.
The reaction was just the wrong one.
It was the wrong one. You don't cross check a guy in the throat.
No, if it was me, I'm breaking a stick
Yeah.
over his biceps.
Fine by
Maybe
me.
there's no padding.
Yeah, like hit him where it hurts.
Yep.
Don't try to kill him, no, because there's some pretty important veins in the neck area.
Yeah, you can really screw up a guy's career with an injury to the neck.
Yeah,
so.
and Riley's not like a repeat offender by any
Yeah.
means. So he's not a dirty player. He went over.
Yep.
That's like whatever. He did what he did. Goes over, gives him a cross check in the neck, which I think was the wrong reaction entirely.
Yeah.
You give him a face wash, make him drop him, answer the bell for taking a slap shot into an empty net to ice the game.
And
Whatever.
Ridley Gregg's just an agitator. Like, he's going to do that anyways. That
Mhm.
He's one of those guys that Kachuk's just people that just piss you off,
Yeah.
right? They're going to make you mad no matter what you're doing. It was Reeves that was calling out the...
Should we get started on Reeves?
I just want to talk about it quickly.
'Cause-
Reeves call it out, saying make the NHL more violent. I don't think that helped with the suspension at all.
No.
The fact that he was saying make it more violent. It's exactly what the NHL is trying not to do.
Yeah. It's
But-
a league now.
Yeah. Coming a skill league, guys getting smaller, but they're still placing it for Reeves. Maybe not for long.
Not long at all.
No, but for a guy who's talking about making hockey violent, we got Elias Pettersson has thrown more hits than Ryan Reeves this year, which I get huge playing time difference. But I mean, when you're still getting out hit by a guy that is considered a soft Swede, that is not a great look for.
Yeah, it's the sad part. Well, it's not sad because the game's evolving and it's fun to see.
Yeah.
There's people in the league that can do what Reeves does and they can score. No offense to Ryan Reeves, he had a long career and he did his job.
Yep.
But now there are guys coming into the league that can fight, that can hit, and are now skilled.
Yep.
His days are numbered.
Cough, cough. Caden Lindstrom. We want you on the podcast.
But like you think about Kachuk. Like,
Yeah.
Both of them. Like
Yeah,
they're
skilled physical
agitators,
players.
they're physical, they can score.
Yep.
There are guys now that you can plug and play in your third and fourth line that can go do that without eating up minutes.
Yeah.
And they can be relied on.
Yeah, they can be relied on to score, relied on to lock down. And
Again, no disrespect to Ryan Reeves.
great career.
No, he's awesome. And he's great. He was great for the league. He's got a great personality.
Yep.
And I respect that a ton. I just think that there are now becoming better options when it comes to scoring, being physical, all that stuff. And yeah, like we kind of said, him saying that does not help the Riley
No,
suspension at
Not
all.
at all. But it is what it is, and it happened. And hey, the NHL wants more personality and more news. And boy, oh boy, has this got
They've-
people talking this week.
They've been getting lots of news
Yeah.
in the last 2 years, good or bad.
Good or bad, it is what it is.
News is news.
News is news. But talking about another guy who is on his age out a little bit, he's trying to make a comeback.
Yeah.
We got Phil Kessel skating with
Wow.
the Abbotsford Canucks, the Vancouver Canucks AHL team, and I would love to see Kessel play for the Canucks.
That would be so funny.
It'd just be awesome.
I don't even know. Like they'd obviously plug him on the fourth line.
Yeah. Could you imagine him winning though back-to-back cups?
That'd be sick.
That would
I'd
be
be
so
all about
sick.
that.
Phil the Thrill.
Yeah.
Watching him though, I saw some clips. Not to diss Phil the Thrill. I love Phil the
Ooh.
Thrill. Hot dog eating man. Finding out there's a Costco right across from
Winner.
the rink in Vancouver. He definitely helped his decision.
Purebred winner, though.
Yeah, absolutely a winner. Watching him take off with crossovers in practice looks like a beer league man breaking it out for one last wheel before that torn ACL.
And
or
he's
torn
making money.
hamstring. And- oh, he's making a lot of money because
Money, baby.
Yeah. But for all those beer league beauties who wanna take a shot, look to Phil for your.
Don't actually. He's way better than you, I promise.
Yeah, guy is super skilled, but. It was funny to see, and I would love to see him play for the Canucks because I need a Canadian team to win the
Oh,
cup.
are we gonna hop into this right now?
Yeah, I think so. I think we
All
might
right.
as well. It's a decent
Sounds
segue.
good. This is a big one.
Yeah, we threw a bet down, and just a nice little friendly wager. I have faith that this year a Canadian team is winning the Stanley Cup, whether it be the Oilers, the Canucks, the Winnipeg Jets, God forbid the Toronto Maple Leafs. I do want them in the final, though, because that would just kind of guarantee me a win if I had two Canadian teams in the finals. But I have decided to wager that I will shave my head, give her a nice buzz if a Canadian team does not win, because Dylan's got better odds on that. And so, in return, Dylan has offered...
Sadly, you've made your bet.
Yep.
And I said I'd counter. Oh, I just cringe thinking about it.
Yeah.
If an American team does not win the Stanley Cup this year,
First time since 93.
aka Canadian team wins the cup this year, Luke can dye my hair whatever color he wants.
And give him a bit of a trim. That was
He
in there
can-
too.
Yep, he can do whatever he wants. with my
Basically,
hair.
total control. The only rule he's given me so far,
It can only be one
it
color.
can only be one. Because I told him I was going to dye it blue and orange, and the look on his face, it's not
Not
going to
blue and
happen, and he would never let me let that happen. But
Nope, never in a million
so
years.
help me root for the Canadian teams, because I'd rather see him with, I'm thinking hot pink hair instead of me with a buzz. But you want to shake on that in front of the camera so that once it's up on YouTube, it's there forever?
Yeah.
Grad is right around the draft too, and the draft itself, which I'm going to, but we got ourselves a good deal. Ladies and gentlemen,
If you go to the draft with no hair, that would be the greatest thing of all time.
yeah, that'd be kind of devastating. But I'm willing to risk it all. I got confidence in the Canadians. Probably going to end up crying because the Canucks lost in the finals, just like in the 2011 Stanley Cup Championship when I cried myself to sleep as a
It's okay.
5-year-old.
We don't have to touch on it. It's
No,
okay,
it's okay.
pal.
It's a soft, touchy subject for me.
It's okay.
But basically, I call myself like Bedard because of that, because he did it too.
Oh my god.
Okay, well,
Speaking of Canadian teams, the Oilers got shut out by David Riddick.
oh yeah, that's just unbelievable. I cannot believe. I mean, I looked at Riddick's save percentage before he got ripped on by the Buffalo Sabres. Before that, he had like a top 3 save percentage in the league.
He's probably played like 5 games.
Hey. He's going to hold on to that for as long as he can.
Amen. I
Counting
would too.
himself as a serviceable backup.
He sure is. Not really.
Not
but
really. But anyways,
Yeah, shout
Yeah.
out the Oilers. It was about, there was maybe 2 days where I'm like, I'm really excited about the Kings. And then they let the Buffalo Sabres put a touchdown up on them. So
Yep. Zach Benson contributing.
Mhm.
His goal was nice, actually.
It was nice.
Yeah, but they're not back. No, they're so not back.
No, the Kings are not back.
No, I said they were going to rally, but
They're screwed.
they're so screwed.
It's over.
I told Dylan there's always next year, but
Oh,
I don't-
well.
on a more positive note with the Kings, Quinn Byfield,
My guy
he's been having a heck of a season.
sure has.
You got some of his stats to pull up and let the listeners know?
Sitting at 38 points through 48 games right now.
It's a huge jump from last year.
Yeah, he like quintupled his goals from last year, and I think he's now 3 points above his assist total last year. But yeah, 38 points, 48 games for a guy that was considered a bust last year.
Yeah.
Playing through injuries, sicknesses, whatever it was last year, and he's bounced back entirely on a pretty low-scoring Kings team, I would say.
We'll say low scoring.
A defensively sound Kings team.
Yeah.
So, yeah, he's, I think, third on the team in goals, third on the team in assists, and I think he's around the same, third in points. So, but what we are talking about
Yes.
is, will we find Byfield on an international team in the next couple of years? As the boys on the Sportsnet panel kind of talked about.
Yeah. They kind of threw it out there, but
yeah,
I don't really see him playing in the Four Nations
No.
face-off.
no, I don't think so either.
No.
I'd have to agree.
I think he needs another year,
Mm-hmm.
but I could see him playing on that Olympic team.
Yeah, he's just the way he played. Like, he wasn't really that noticeable at World Juniors when he went. And they
No,
lost that year.
but he has a history of playing with Hockey Canada,
Yeah, like
and
he's
they
been,
love that.
Yeah, like he's been with Hockey Canada forever. He's an Ontario guy, so I mean, you become really fun to watch. He's
Yeah.
a big body. If I were to like compare him to somebody from the past, like it's kind of hard to pick just one. Like,
Yeah, and most players are kind of a hybrid of past players that
Yeah,
we've seen. There's no
it's-
true identical.
I shouldn't say I want to compare him to anybody because he's really fast, really physical, and he's super skilled.
He would be great on that Canadian fourth line.
If he could add some scoring touch, he's been scoring a ton. He just seems to, like, he'll have these open nets that he misses, and if he develops a shot, oh, look out.
Yeah, develops that a little bit further, and that always comes with just reps.
Yeah, and
knowledge of
getting
just being
older.
in the league
He's
too.
20
right?
years old.
Yeah, he is still
Like, he's
young.
so young. So he's been super fun to watch for the Kings, and I really hope he gets a look at that 2026 Olympic roster. And if not, I'm at this time on pace, barring injury. Like, he's kind of a shoo-in for the 2030 Olympic team.
Yeah. Oh yeah. No, I think so too, and especially with his history with Team Canada. and
Exactly.
moving forward as he gains a little bit more experience and
Yeah. So he's fun to watch, and I'm really excited to see him progress through his career with the Kings, and I hope the Kings kind of lock that guy up for as long as possible because he is.
I was gonna say hopefully he gets traded and plays on a winning team, but
Yeah, I hope they lock him up with a long-term deal and they kind of build around that guy because he's Kopitar but really fast. Like, that's kind of the guy he reminds me of. So.
Kopitar 2.0,
Yeah.
kind of a little advanced version as
Yeah,
the game gets
he's-
faster.
Yeah, exactly. He's fast, skilled. He kind of does it all. So he's one of those guys I really hope the Kings build around
So hopefully he keeps doing what he's doing.
for sure.
And a more aged guy who's on the tail end, but is so back. Alex Ovechkin,
So back.
so back.
The race is on.
The race is back on. Start of the season, Ovechkin did not.
No,
It took him 20 games to get. He had a goal through his first 20 games.
We were well into November, I think.
It was a while before he was scoring, and now he's got a goal in each of his last 6 games.
6 straight.
Yeah, that's just impressive on its own. Ovechkin just finds a way to score, but he's now 58 goals from Gretzky.
It's happening.
It's so happening. I think he's going to stay in the league long enough just to make it happen.
Yeah, it's gonna happen, and then
You can go down as the greatest goal scorer until Austin Matthews breaks his record.
Matthews snaps it.
But
yeah, at this time, yeah, he's gonna be the greatest goal scorer of all time. After he's gonna break this record. Obviously, again, barring injury, barring whatever else happens, he's scored at a rampant pace for years.
Yeah, I watched his goal the other night. Guess where he scored from?
Same
Straight
goal.
from his office.
Same goal.
He's been in the league for 18 years,
Mhm.
and they still can't figure it out.
So he's almost all the way back, I'm thinking.
Yeah, I think so too.
And it's good to see. The league's
Now-
better when Ovi's putting pucks in the net.
Do you think he catches him next year with 58 to go?
He's got to put it.
He's gotta finish
He's got to put
strong.
it in the 30s.
Okay, yeah, I don't think he
I don't
breaks
think
40
I don't
next
think
year.
he's scoring 40 next
No,
year. He
I
has
think
to
so
put it
too.
in the 30s.
So he needs about 20 more goals this year, which is a big ask.
20 and what, like
40
30
games, 35 games.
Yeah, that's a pretty big pace to hit on. But
But
if Ovi's gonna
if
do it,
anyone's
like,
gonna
yeah,
do
if
it, it's
anyone's
Alex
doing
Ovechkin.
It's Ovi, 100%.
But do you think he comes back then the year after? Because I don't think he's under contract in that, not next year, but the year after, just to break it. Or does he just go home because he just loves to miss out on the NHL stuff?
Never know about the Russians, man.
No, especially not Ovi.
It's hard to tell. So if you're that close,
I
think
would.
he does.
I would. I just get to 900. First guy to ever score 900 goals.
Yeah, I think he does. Like it's hard to say with Ovi, but I think if anybody's gonna do it, it's that guy.
Yep. No, I think I agree. But speaking of Ovechkin,
Oh man.
did we see an NHL commercial was resurfacing the other day that we saw on social media. And what was it called? NHL Road Trip?
Something like that. It was like, yeah, NHL road trip. I think.
Yeah. And one of the they just don't make NHL commercials like they used to anymore.
Man, they made so many good NHL commercials. I can't even remember the fall off of NHL commercials. Probably like the 2020s, to be honest.
Yeah, even late. There
Maybe-
wasn't a whole lot after 2015. You could tell in the camera quality. We went and watched through a funniest NHL commercials compilation, and they've just been slacking lately. The old Sports Center ones were really good
So funny.
when they just had guys in the office. Ovechkin being a spy.
Him and Varlamov,
Yeah, just kind of a classic.
the room service,
The
him
room
and
service.
Crosby.
Ovechkin.
Ovi's been in so many commercials. It's insane.
Yeah, and they're all funny because
They're hilarious. Like
Yeah.
Capital One.
it's so.
He was-
Papa John's.
Like he's been in so many commercials. It's
Yeah.
insane.
If you get a chance,
Yeah, go watch NHL's Funniest
Go watch.
YouTube.
I don't know if we can
NHL's
figure it out, but
Funniest-
maybe we'll throw that up on our suggested after this.
Yeah, NHL's Funniest commercial compilation.
Yeah. Oh, it's so
They're
funny.
all
You'll just
so
see
good.
all these guys. It's kind of a flashback for guys
Yeah.
our age and older.
The McDonald's ones were good.
Yep.
Nice
McDonald's
try,
ones are
no
good.
go love. So funny, hilarious. Those were great.
Yeah.
I
We just
miss
wanted
those
to
NHL commercials.
give a shout out to the NHL
Yeah.
commercials and bring them back.
Yeah, bring them back.
Bring back get those players acting.
Give me a Bedard Mitchkov commercial
Oh,
right now.
dude, I would love to see Bedard do some cheesy acting in front of a sports in the camera.
Oh, actually, there are good ones. The Hyundai one, or whatever it is.
Oh, yeah.
Connor, you're blocking me in. I'm at practice in Chicago. Chicago.
We're gonna have to edit that because that was loud. Holy moly! But yeah, there's some good ones still.
That's so good. That
Yeah,
was fun.
there's still some
Sorry, I
classics,
didn't
but
mean to yell in the mic.
I
like
do
that.
wish there was still a lot more like that.
Yeah, they
Like-
like.
Just churn them out. That being said, we don't really watch a lot of ad heavy.
It's funny because we all complain about ads, but if you make a good one, I'll watch it.
Yeah, no, you're right. Until it's overplayed.
Yeah, until it sucks. And I'm like, I
And
hate
then you're
this.
like, shoot, I really don't like this one.
Mhm.
But that kind of, yeah, shout out to the commercials in the NHL and bring them back, please.
So awesome. I love them.
Yeah.
They're the best.
I think that kind of,
We're on the road next week.
oh yeah, we're going to talk about that a little bit.
Mhm.
We're on the road. It's our reading break. a little nice break, vacation from
chillax.
a little chillaxing from
Yeah, it'll
the
be good.
stress of school.
Mm-hmm.
It's been a grind the last couple weeks. We're in midterm season right now, but
Yeah, we're
anyways,
getting through it.
we got next week off, so I am going to the very chilly, not as warm as where Dylan's going, but I'm going to the very chilly Brandon, Manitoba to visit with my brother for a bit and
Shout out Brandon.
shout out Brandon.
It'll be
Take
fun.
in some hockey games,
It'll
and
be
I
good.
believe that's where we're getting next week's guests. We're gonna have Caleb Hadland and Roger McQueen sit down live with us and kind of just sit on for the whole episode.
Yeah,
We're not too sure on how we're gonna format it yet, but
it's a work
they've
in
committed.
progress.
They're gonna come sit in with us and have
Mhm.
them live, and it's gonna be fun to actually be able to do one of these with some players in person.
Yeah, I'm kind of jealous. I'm missing out, but I do get to go golf in sunny Arizona, so
Yeah, no,
I won't complain too much.
yeah, and you're not driving as much. I'm going.
No,
I gotta drive.
yeah,
Just
I
kidding.
would
I got
love to
lucky to
sit
get to
down.
fly out there, but
Would love to sit down with Roger and Caleb.
yeah,
because
they're a hoot.
They're two characters, but
Yep.
I will not complain about sitting poolside. Go playing some golf. Maybe
Yep.
shoot 100. It'll be fun. Maybe break a course record.
Yep, high score.
High score.
Most hot dogs eaten at
Go-
the turn.
Go get some American food.
Oh,
Some Canes. Little Chick-fil-A.
dude, that's gonna be so good.
What's the one I was thinking of? What's the sub place called?
Quiznos? No,
No.
I know you just mentioned it. But
I
I've
just
never eaten
talked
there
to
'cause
it.
I don't-
Jersey Mike's.
Oh yeah,
I want to have Jersey Mike's.
No, I think
And
that's a good
In-N-Out.
one.
Everybody has to go to In-N-Out.
yeah. So those
gonna
are
be
some
great.
big ones.
I'm excited to go have some American
No,
food.
it'll be fun. But
Yeah, it's great.
next week we'll be on the road.
On the
Dylan
road.
will be joining us by Google Meet. He gets to try out his mic.
Yeah,
different
I'm
mic.
excited. Maybe
Yeah.
it'll sound funny. Maybe it'll sound good.
It'll be good.
It'll be great.
It's always good on the Armchair Warriors podcast.
That was so bad.
Thanks, man.
That was so cheesy.
Talking of good.
Oh my goodness.
Thanks. I had to throw that out there.
So to wash away this cheesiness that was thrown onto the microphone,
Sorry.
we have a grand announcement to make.
Oh yeah.
Can I get a drum roll?
I can't. I don't know how to do this this way.
We're on Apple Podcasts.
Yeah. We finally made it. Finally
Oh,
figured it out.
Feels so good to
The
be
first
on
2
there.
weeks was our own error, but
No, maybe.
no, we're not the smartest with technology.
That's
We
okay.
never admit that though, because it's time to focus on computers.
It's all right. We'll be good. Shut up. Seriously. Shut up, man.
But we made it. We're on Apple.
Finally got
The
onto
episodes are up
Apple.
on Apple. The links
All-
are in
yeah.
Instagram.
All 6 will be up on there.
Yep.
If you Apple listeners that have been chugging through YouTube, you can go re-listen on Apple Podcasts. But
Yeah.
if not, the new one will be this very one will be
Yep.
up on Apple Podcasts, and we'll make sure to put it in all the socials and stuff, so
Yep.
you don't have to scroll to the very end of the video to see that we're on Apple Podcasts.
And then another social media announcement
Yeah.
from us.
Mhm.
We're starting to create short content.
Yeah, so keep an eye out for that.
Yeah, that's going to be coming out sometime in the very near future since
Yep.
we got some time on Thursday night finally.
Yeah, we're gonna be on TikTok, putting stuff on Reels. Hopefully,
A little bit of Twitter,
Facebook.
a little bit. We're trying Facebook.
we're trying.
We're
so
young. We're
hard.
confused by it.
Oh man, why are you giving it to the Facebook users like that?
Oh, sorry, my bad.
Shut up, mom. Shut up, G. He's
But-
on Facebook.
Hopefully, we get some. We're gonna try and do some clips of the podcast
Yeah.
and maybe a little bit of exclusive content, plus adding on some mic'd ups from
Yeah.
our ever legendary Intramurals League.
Mm-hmm.
So excited
be
to bring that
exciting.
to you guys and trying to get that up
Yeah,
and going.
it should be exciting. But that's kind of it from us.
Yeah, that kind of wraps it up.
All the content coming out, an overload of content, ideally coming out on Friday.
Yep.
This podcast is going to be out earlier
Sometime between 8 a.m. and noon on Friday.
before then,
Okay, sounds good. Sometime before then.
like maybe 6 to 8.
Yeah.
Actually, we'll aim for like 6 to 12.
yeah, we're giving
Not that it
ourselves
matters
a
because
range.
this is at the end of the podcast, and you've probably already watched this all by now, so it doesn't
Yeah.
matter. But we're gonna be posting at a different time. We're gonna be just testing some stuff out, just a little
Yeah.
learning curve, figuring stuff out. But anyways, tons of content coming out Friday. We're super excited. Any last words from you?
No, I had a good time talking to Talon, and
Yeah.
glad he could hop on. And
Yeah,
we'll
absolutely.
see you next week when you're in Arizona.
yeah, it's gonna be a doozy in Arizona. Hopefully, you enjoy the cold out in Brandon.
Oh, I love going to the most boring place on earth, according
Hey.
to Roger McQueen.
That's true. Not a lot going on in Brandon. Anyways, that's going to be it from us. Thank you again for listening. We will see you guys on Apple Podcasts, YouTube, Spotify, Amazon. We're on a few things now, so if you get your stuff on Amazon, enjoy that. But anyways, that's going to be it for episode 6 from us. Thank you for taking some time out of your day to watch and or listen, and we will see you guys next week.